Hi everyone. I want to take a minute to talk to you about fees. Permitting fees, licensing fees, if we had a nickel every time we heard the word fee. Actually, no. Today we're bringing you good news about fees. A few state and local agencies have seen our struggle over the last year. They are giving restaurants a break on annual fees of various kinds, and we're hoping that more agencies and jurisdictions will step up and do the same. As you know, the CRA has argued in the legislature, in the courts, and with local governments that when your restaurant is shut down or barely operating, you shouldn't have to pay fees to the government since you can't use or can't fully use government services anyway. One county that recognizes that is Fresno County. Normally, the county charges restaurants that have seating a higher environmental health permit fee than those without seating. But since you couldn't utilize so much of your seating for so long, the county is reducing those fees. Restaurants and bars in Fresno County will receive fee adjustments of between $205 to $303. It may seem like small potatoes, but you've told us that every little bit helps. At the state level, the Department of Alcoholic Beverage Control waived renewal fees for those of you who hold certain alcohol licenses. The renewal fee is normally between $455 to $1,235 based on the restaurant. This is something the CRA had pushed for, and it became part of the governor's relief package announced earlier this year. The state says the savings will benefit 59,000 restaurants in California. And finally, an important note about tourism fees. Tourism fees are paid in arrears, meaning in 2020 you would have paid an assessment fee for the year 2019. We know that was frustrating last summer, to pay for the year before during a pandemic year that had your restaurant closed. But there is good news this year. The State Tourism Board tells us that restaurants who didn't bring in revenue of at least $1 million don't owe an assessment. And if your restaurant didn't experience tourism, meaning less than 1% of sales came from tourists, you will also not owe a fee for 2020. That's thanks to the California Tourism Marketing Act, which has relief already built in for times like these. Having said that, there is something you need to do. When the Office of Tourism, which funds Visit California, sends you an assessment form to fill out, it's good to get that done and sent back to them. This one-page form asks you what your revenue in tourism was in 2020. This is your chance to let the tourism office know the reality of what your restaurant earned or didn't earn last year. The CRA believes many restaurants simply didn't bring in enough revenue, and certainly not enough from tourism, to owe a fee. But if you do owe something and you're having trouble paying, you can call the Office of Tourism and they'll help you come up with a payment plan. The CRA encourages you to do this because if you don't fill out the form, you will ultimately get a notice of penalties in the mail when you may not have owed anything at all if you had filled out the assessment form. It's been a tough year. We'll take all the little bits of help and patience we can get. So, thanks to the Office of Tourism, thanks to Fresno County, and thanks to ABC. We hope other government agencies will step up and do the same. I'm Sabrina. Thank you for watching.